It's very, very different. Yeah.
Okay.
You see?
Huh.
Yeah.
I see it.
Code switching.
And he tried it, so now you speak French.
You have to speak Spanish then.
Fine.
Yo, you actually put him on the spot. So
I've had some people say some really weird things, but like about where I'm from and stuff like that.
Or
like.
It's
okay. This actually happened last week when I was at work. I had someone tell me they wanted to deport me.
Wow.
But they were trying to use it as a pickup line.
What?
Yeah.
What would you suggest, guys, if they were to approach you? How would you like to be approached?
Like me personally?
yes, how would you like to be approached?
How would you like to be approached?
Don't tell me that you're gonna deport me, please. I'd like to stay here. I like it here. I don't want to go to Colombia. Let's on vacation.
Noted.
So I think the only like body issues I ever had was after I quit gymnastics. I was 16, and when you're doing a sport like that, your body looks in shape. You know, like you look like you're in shape. And then when you stop, it changes. Not that it's a bad change. Obviously, I'm not training 3 times a week, so I'm not gonna have like the 8-pack anymore that I used to have, and like the shredded arms and the shredded legs. Like I'm gonna probably change a little bit, which is fine. Like it wasn't a bad change, it wasn't a good change. But like to me at that age, I was just like, I don't like the way I look. I'm getting so fat, and like I wasn't. Like it's ridiculous. Like looking back now, I'm like, what the heck was I thinking?
You are now listening to the BlackerTheBerry, the sweeter the juice.
Let's record, man. Actually, I haven't seen Empire.
No?
You
Don't get on
haven't?
my ass. I haven't seen it.
Shit
So
childhood.
good.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
It's such a good show. It got kind of like weird too, like towards the end. It was just like, what is going on here? Like people are raising from the dead and all that kind of stuff. But like, no, honestly, like it's just, you know. But it started off good. The first few seasons were really good, and like I love I don't know the characters. I don't know their names, but like Lucius and Cookie, like I don't know the actors' names. But if you saw them, you know them. Yes, yeah. Like they're so amazing in that movie. So or in that show.
Uncle, is my camera working? Sometimes, you know, there's shows where like you start off a family, you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah. Or it's like those shows. Like
I
I watched Empire twice, and I don't think I'd watch it again for like a little while.
Really? Oh yeah, you have to give it time.
Yeah, you gotta give it time. Like,
you definitely have to give it time.
But then you know what? There's some shows. Do you know the show This Is Us?
Yeah.
So I loved it. I was watching it. It was great. And then they took so long to put the next season that I honestly don't remember where I left off. Don't remember what was going on with the characters. Don't remember anything. So now it's either I rewatch the whole show or just don't watch it. So I'll rewatch it one day, but it's just not what I'm watching right now.
What shows do you rewatch right now then?
Rewatching right now?
Do you have any?
Bob's Burgers I'm rewatching.
Oh yeah?
So I went to Hawaii, right? I just came back today.
Yeah?
The show, you know the show like Flash, Supergirl, and there's like Arrow?
Yeah.
So they don't have Arrow on Canadian Netflix. They only have Supergirl and Flash on Canadian Netflix. But they have Arrow on American Netflix. So I can only watch it when I'm there. And it's like my favorite show ever. It's like one of my top 5 favorite shows. But I can't watch it here because
You don't have a VPN?
You know what? I used to use Soap Today, and then they like discontinued it or something. So I'm like,
Oh, really?
it's whatever. Yeah.
Wait, what show was
Oh,
this?
that's
Arrow?
probably why I found it hard to find.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. They like got rid of it, like stopped or whatever.
Arrow, you said?
Arrow. The green. It's like the Green Arrow.
Like the
like DC.
The what's it called?
Yeah, that's the Flash.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Arrow. That's the other guy.
That's
Yeah.
Oliver Queen.
Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
Like
He-
the live,
so-
the live action one.
Yeah, the live
Okay.
action one. They have like crossover episodes and stuff. Even
Yeah,
with
they do,
Supergirl too.
Yeah, with CW.
And I love it.
Yeah.
But so the last time I started it when I was in like Florida when I was like 15 years old. That was like years ago. And then I started it again for the first like all over again when I was in New York in 2020. And then I got like halfway through season 1, and then I had to wait again until I go to the States because I don't have American Netflix here. So I had to wait again, and then I was just in Hawaii, so I watched the other half of season 1 and half of season 2, so now I have to wait until I go to the States again to watch it. Yeah. So I just kind of like know where I leave off and kind of remember, but it's kind of funny.
Makes sense. My sister she showed me this, I don't know if it's like a streaming service or like a website
Yeah.
where it has everything. I
And
was
it's not
very,
Soap
very
Today?
shocked. No. It's not like one of those like illegal streaming sites.
Oh.
It's like a paid for service.
Is it Crave?
See, you are hiding. No, what's it called?
Are we doing hashtag ad?
No, we're not doing hashtag ads.
Okay, maybe we can bleep it out.
Obviously, that they pay me. Look at this guy.
Kill me, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, how much you pay for it?
$80 for 2 years.
Really?
80 US.
That's still good for
That's
2 years. Like Netflix is expensive. I don't pay for my own Netflix. So I
Yeah.
mooch off my family.
Netflix anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no
It's
point.
family, so
Yeah.
I
there's
hate
no
how it's
point.
like the one household thing. That's so annoying.
Mm.
So annoying.
that's what happened.
But whatever. I'm living at home. So.
Oh, that's why.
Because I created my account when I was in Nigeria.
Mhm.
And obviously now I'm addressing.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's
So they're
why.
the same person, or I
Yeah.
just point
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can only have
Yeah, because
one
it stopped
household.
working randomly, like
Yeah.
mid my show. I said, "What is
Yeah.
this shit?"
It
They
sucks.
charged me 4 times, but kept telling me I never paid.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that
I
sucks.
remember.
I think Disney's talking about doing the same thing.
Eh?
Netflix is on some shit, bro. I can't lie.
It's not
Netflix is
even good
trying to make
anymore
money,
either.
guys.
It's like if you're that good, then do it. But if you're not that
They
good,
had like hype a few years ago. Remember when everyone wanted to get Netflix?
There's
Yeah.
Netflix and chill
okay,
now.
but that's
what
because
caused
everyone
it.
has their own rights now, right? So like all the Disney movies and cartoons and like Marvel movies that you couldn't watch anywhere else, you go to Netflix. But now they're all on Disney Plus. So what do I have Netflix for?
That's
if I can watch Star Wars, like Marvel,
Words.
the cartoons, like Pirates of the Caribbean, like all those things, and they even have like other random stuff, right? The Simpsons. Then why do I need Netflix for? And then there's Prime, and Prime has their rights to their own stuff.
Yeah.
There's just like too much. There's too many things.
Netflix is suffering,
I
bro.
They shot themselves in the
charging
foot.
me just more and more. I'm just like, bro, you're not helping me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
going
they're
on? I don't get
suffering,
it.
bro.
You're
It's
not that
peak.
guy.
It's
No.
peak.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's begin this thing. Let's play a game. This game is called Guess the Song.
Okay.
Essentially, I'll read out lyrics.
Oh, here we go.
I'll read out lyrics, and you have to try and guess what the name of the song is and the artist.
Are there
If you can get the
popular
name.
songs?
Yeah, of course. I want to just give you just random
I'm like
underground
coerced
songs.
when it comes to music.
Yeah, you'll be fine. He's not that great either.
Okay. Okay.
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna make you look good then.
We'll see.
Crazy. Actually, what genres do you like? Do you have any favorite artists? Let me try and
Drake
be kind.
and Future are like my
Jesus.
favorite artists.
James.
Like that's all I need to know.
You want to give us a backstory on that?
Yeah,
Future,
honestly.
I don't know. I resonate with him.
So, yeah?
Oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah?
He just speaks to me.
What about Drake?
I feel like Drake can just do like everything. You know, he's good at everything, and like I saw him in concert, so it's just like that experience just kind of made me love him even more because it was just such a good experience. But I just feel like he can do anything. He can do sad music, slow music, fast music, party music.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Yeah, he doesn't really miss. But his new stuff, isn't he? Like I definitely prefer old Drake, but
I mean, he
I
had
know.
to do a throwback.
Yeah.
He had to do a throwback recently. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Strength and guidance, all that I'm wishing for, my friend.
One Dance.
Jesus Christ.
That
I was
easy.
chill. I was about to say Drake.
I was gonna say, you know what? I was gonna say
I
no
can't-
guidance at first, and then I was like, no, that doesn't sound right.
I was finna say Drake. I just need 5 more seconds. I promise.
Maybe you're gonna make me look good.
Oh!
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Alright, next song. Nasty habits take a hold when you not here. Ain't a home when you not here. Hard to grow when you not here. I'm saying I can't lose when I'm with
Snooze by SZA.
Chill, bro. I was finna say it again, bro.
you.
I promise. I
Mess
promise.
up, bro.
One more.
Right now, it's not looking good.
Last blood.
It's not looking good for
Last-
you,
last
bro.
blood.
I'll give you this one.
Last
Let's
blood.
see.
Don't give him anything.
Last blood. Give me last blood.
No. We've got 2 more songs. We're doing
no.
5 songs.
I'm still on the leaderboards. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
I'm still on the leaderboards.
He's warming
you know what I'm
up. He's warming
Right
up.
now?
saying? Yes, I have. How
No,
many
no,
points now?
yeah.
Exactly.
On the leaderboard, yeah. You
But
got,
she might catch up.
that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
That's saying
what
a
I'm
lot.
saying.
Yeah, it
'Cause
is.
I'm not good at all.
Yeah.
Let me see. Alright.
Doctor, stop picking these hard songs.
They
bro.
say you're a superstar now. Damn. I guess I am. You might be the man. Well, that's unless I am. Okay, I'll confess I am. Go ahead and get undressed. I am. Okay, cool. You on the sunset. I am. I'm about to slide, okay. I'm outside, okay. This lifestyle don't got many downsides.
Can we guess the artist?
You can guess the artist, but you have to guess the song.
Tongue, but like, not really.
See, I'm gonna be mad because I know this goddamn song. That's the thing.
You guess the artist, and I can help you. It can help you get the right song.
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
Do you want different, some more
So
lyrics?
it's, yeah.
From
So
a
it's a
different
song,
side?
a new lyric, something.
All right. I can see the whole city from this balcony. Back in 2019, I was outside freely, but now they got it out for me. I don't care what frat that you was in. You can't alpha me. Keep dreaming. Pineapple juice. I give her sweet, sweet, sweet semen. Oh my god, I've never heard this part of the flow. I know what they like, so I just keep cheesing. Hard drive full of heat seeking. Trying to come the same day as Jack. Rethink it. You don't need. No, I'm not reading that. That's too bait.
I can't lie, I give up.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sorry.
Tapping out.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this one line,
Alright.
Okay.
and that's it. Alright, you don't need Givenchy, you need Jesus.
Say it again, please.
You don't need Givenchy, you need Jesus. It's crazy. This is crazy. You give up?
Yeah.
First class, Jack Harlow.
That's because that song sucks. That's why. That's why we didn't get it.
Yo, don't kill me.
Sorry.
You think he's trash?
Yeah,
Swear.
he's not good at all.
Yeah, I'm with you. What
Like
you about
it's just
to say?
like TikTok
What
music.
you about to say?
I don't want
No,
to.
I was like,
TikTok
yeah, like
music.
I was just gonna say, like he's a really big artist, but I don't think he's like
Yeah,
that good.
he's not.
I don't think there's anything like fantastic about his music.
I think he has like when his first songs come out, it's like, okay, this is catchy, and then it just gets ruined and overplayed, and it's like when I actually listen to it, it's not that good. You know,
Words.
like I feel like he's really overhyped.
Exactly.
Like he's not untalented, but for the hype that everyone gives him,
Yeah, I
where it's like
feel-
everyone's obsessed with him, I just don't see it.
I think it's more
in my
for,
opinion.
it's more for the looks than the music.
Yeah, there's that whole industry plant conversation as well. All of that. All right, we've got one more song. Let's go. Yeah, I know I look shy, but for you I get down. Whoa. And my hips make you cry when I'm moving around you. Yeah. Do it once, do it twice, do it twice. I push back. You hold me tight. Get a taste for the night. Baby, show me you can.
Oh, Calm Down by by Selena Gomez and that other guy.
Stop.
I might deduct a point for that other guy.
Oh, what? Did she got it?
Oh my god!
What?
It's your guy, Rema.
Rema, yes.
She's doing Rema yes now.
Stop.
The other guy. That's crazy.
Stop.
The
Guys, I
other
only know
guy.
the Selena Gomez version from TikTok.
There you go.
I mean, it's Rema's song.
I don't listen to the radio, so I never hear like the real version. I just
Hey
hear
man,
like
she got it.
I got it.
What's that, 0?
Yeah, I told you I suck at this, bro. I don't know what the way he reads the lyrics just throws me off every time.
Yeah,
0,
that's the point.
bro.
Yeah, I guess so.
0. That is crazy. Alright, leaderboards.
Chill, I'm still winning.
Yeah, by luck.
No.
Yeah, because that double or nothing is because you called double or nothing. That's why. Well, you want to call double or nothing today again. So you can double 0.
I don't know. I'm not feeling lucky today, bro. I can't lie.
Today's not the day.
I think if I double or nothing, she might, you know what I'm saying? She might take a little bit. So I think I'm gonna have to play it safe.
Yo, that's sad. That was very, very sad. Anyways, that's that game.
All right, guys. Before we get back to the show, we just want to ask you guys to subscribe, like, and share. We're on the way to 1K, and we'd appreciate if you guys did that for us. Let's get back to the show.
Intro. Welcome to another special episode, guys. I'm your host DX.
Straight up in the cut, you know what it is. You know what it is.
Sheree. That's just messing up his own guys. I'll be spitting lyrics from your own boys, the ones that you're calling your G's, and yet you just fumble. Nah, man. Got a special guest with us today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Bianca.
Bianca, what do you do, Bianca?
What don't I do?
Oh yeah?
Just kidding.
Word.
I don't know. I'm just
Exist. Just pretty in
exist.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Living life.
You said you were coming back from Hawaii?
Hawaii, yeah.
How long were you there for?
Like 8-9 days, kind
I
of.
thought you were about to say weeks.
No. Oh my gosh, I
Whoa.
wish.
That's
I
crazy.
wish. But no.
Did you go on your own?
No, I went with my family.
Oh yeah?
This is like our last like big family vacation before, like, paid for by my parents, and then
Yeah.
now we'll just have to start paying for ourselves.
Shit,
Which
they're
is
just gonna
fine,
leave you,
I
feed you
guess.
to the wolves.
It's whatever. It's fine. 21. Should start paying eventually.
Nah, speak. How was your holiday?
Sorry?
How was your holiday?
It was good. It was really busy, and like, I feel like it was the perfect amount of time. Like, I don't know.
Well, as in like perfect amount of time to go on holiday?
Yeah. Like, I feel like if it was any longer, it would have been not too long, but I've been like, I need my bed.
Or like the amount of days.
Yeah, the amount. the amount of days. Like, I need my bed. I need my own shower. I need like my own food. Like my workout routine. I want to go back to like my routine.
Yeah.
But it was good. It wasn't too short either. Like, it was great. We got to explore the island. It was beautiful. Honestly, I've never seen.
Was that
anything
your
like
first
it.
time there?
Yeah.
Oh, swear.
Yeah.
Well, do you like traveling?
I love traveling.
Yeah.
I
What
grew
are your
up
favorite
traveling.
places?
My mom's a big traveler, so
Okay.
yeah.
What are your favorite places that you've been to so far?
Oh, that's a hard one. I loved Florida because I love Disney World.
Oh yeah.
Like, I love
I've
Disney
been there
World. I
before.
grew up with Disney, so it's just like I know I'm an adult, and like there's those weird like Disney adults. I'm not one of those.
Disney
But, like,
adults.
yeah,
They're
there's like
Disney
those weird
adults.
ones that are just like obsessed, and they have like Disney tattoos and stuff. Like, I'm not like one of those. But like Disney World was just so magical.
Yeah.
And I haven't been there in a while, but I loved it. And then Jamaica. Jamaica's another one. Beautiful country. Beautiful. I want to go back as a tourist because I've
As a
only been there.
tourist?
Yeah. Like my
How
grandparents.
did you go down before?
Well, they have a house there, so we would go stay
Okay.
at the house there, and then
Okay,
like
okay.
it was a lot of like family visits and like touring with them, and like my grandma's like terrified of the water, so we wouldn't really swim in the ocean, which is like, imagine being in Jamaica for 3 weeks and swimming in the ocean twice.
That's fine. It's fine for me. Shit.
Maybe for you.
It's
Like,
fine for
and
me.
we went in
shit.
August, so it's like the hottest.
Okay,
And,
okay,
like,
I
we're
get
stuck
you
in a
now.
house, no AC. Like,
Yeah.
I want to swim.
Yeah.
As a kid, take me to the beach. Like, I want to
Yeah.
swim, you know? So I want to go back as a tourist. I want to see all the beautiful sights from like a tourist perspective, stay at a resort, all inclusive, like do that kind of thing. But I like it's a beautiful country. Like, no matter how you travel it, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then I think Montreal, because that was my first trip that I ever took by myself. And like, I went with my friend, and we just went for the Drake concert, and it was just like, it was amazing. Like,
That was recently, right?
yeah,
I
it was
was
in
about
like
to say, yeah.
July, I think.
Yeah.
But it was just different. It's different traveling like with your family versus like on your own or like with friends.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a-
it's different.
It's a
It's
big
different,
difference, man. It's
yeah.
a big difference.
But it was fun. I feel like that was another one where it was like, it wasn't too long, wasn't too short. It was the perfect amount of time, and we got to do everything that we wanted to do, and without like breaking our bank accounts and stuff. It was
Yeah.
a great trip. So
This was the Montreal one, right?
Montreal, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Did you
people were
used to live
saying
in
it
the
was
US?
good, man.
Did I used to live in the U.S.?
Yeah.
No, I was born and raised here. I've never lived.
Because you mentioned a few places.
Yeah, you mentioned. You might as well give us like a
Mexico,
background. What's
Florida.
what's
I was
going
Yeah.
on? Like, you used to live
Okay.
in the US, or what's going on?
So
going on
I've
in your
been
gene
to-
pool?
So I'm half Jamaican, half Guatemalan.
who?
So that's sorry.
Guatemala.
Guatemalan.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
Yeah. So my mom is
Okay.
Guatemalan, and then she was born and not raised there, but she was I think 4 or 5 when she came to the States, and then eventually to Canada. But my dad is Jamaican, but he was born and raised here, so his parents were immigrants, and that's where I've never been to Jamaica. Like I've never been to Guatemala. That's where like the whole Jamaican house comes from, because they
Yeah.
just kept the house in their family. I
Have you
guess.
been to any other like Spanish or
I've
like
been to Mexico.
Southern Americans?
Mexico
Yeah.
twice? Yeah.
Like holiday, like tourist, or actually like trying to delve into the
The
culture?
first time was as a tourist.
Mhm.
I think I was 15. I think I was in grade 10. So
Right.
whatever age you are then. And then the last one was just in February, actually. And we went for my grandma's cousin's wedding or something.
Some
I honestly
extended
don't know
family.
how. Yeah, I don't really know where the relation is, but we went for the wedding, so it was not so much as a tourist, but we did get to do like touristy things. But it
Yeah.
was really cool. So love Mexico. Been to New York once. That one was okay. Like that one again, we stayed with family, so it's just different. Like it's nothing worse or better. It's just a different kind of experience. And I think if I went again, I would go with friends or with my family, but like I would want to stay in the city versus like on the outskirts, I guess.
Oh yeah, I hate that. I hate that because even going to like Florida, I can't remember when we were like in Baltimore.
Okay.
Then we went to Orlando.
Yeah.
I'm like, Fred, I just
Like
pick
no, I
one
want to stay
place.
in. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just different. Like we went to Florida twice, and my aunt and uncle used to have a house there as well, so that's why we would go there. And it was in Fort Myers, so it's like 2 hours away from Orlando. So it's like 2 hours isn't that bad. It's like here to like Portage La Prairie or something. You know, it's not too bad of a
The
drive.
comparison between Orlando and Portage La Prairie.
There's something or like Gimli or something, you know, like drive wise, it's not too bad of a drive. But we would go and stay at the house, and like, so I guess that wasn't very touristy, but it had its pool and stuff, so it was like nice still. And then we would go to Disney World separately, so that's the only reason why we went twice, I guess. And then Jamaica, we just kept going because they have the house, right? So it's
Yeah.
convenient. And then I'm trying to think of where else. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Like I've been to like Ottawa, like
She's out.
the Rocky Mountains, like whatever.
Dude, there's nothing in Ottawa, bro. There's absolutely
I
nothing in
don't think
Ottawa.
I want to go back there actually
For who?
to Ottawa.
Why?
I don't know, just to see it.
What do you need to see it?
I just
What,
feel like
isn't
it's,
it like a
cool.
downgraded version of
No?
Toronto?
Yeah.
I've never been to Toronto.
Really?
Oh,
I just see,
swear.
everyone's always shocked. They're like, "You seem like the kind of person that would go to Toronto."
Nah,
don't
I
know what
just
that
assume because you're
means.
Canadian.
Yeah,
You-
never.
I
I've been to
just-
the
yeah.
airport, but that doesn't count. So
Nah, I feel you. What are you looking forward to doing in Toronto if you were to go? Based on like an outsider's point of view.
I don't know. Like, I think any city's better than Winnipeg.
Jesus.
And like I say that.
Or even Steinbeck?
No, I said city, not village. Steinbeck's like a little town. It's like the Smurfs village or something. It's not an actual city.
Mad.
But,
Wow.
like Toronto, like after visiting Montreal, I was like, wow, this is nothing like Winnipeg. Winnipeg's so sad. And it's not like I don't mind living here, but if I'm gonna live here for the rest of my life, I need to travel frequently. You know? Like I couldn't just live here and never travel. I would need to take at least like 3 or 4 trips a year.
Yeah.
And this is obviously like not now, like when I'm established and you know, but if I'm gonna live here for the rest of my life, I need to be traveling because I can't stay here
I
for
feel you.
365 days of the year.
Yeah, it's brave.
Toronto just has like these cool restaurants and these cool like pop-up shops, and like the shopping's better, and just everything
Yeah.
just seems more fun, you know? And I feel like our city's not awful. Like I said, I wouldn't mind living here as long as I'm traveling frequently, but there's not much. It's like the same restaurants, the same 4 clubs, the same 3 malls, if you can call them that, you know? So, meh,
Yeah.
just not it.
Yeah, I never understood. Not that I never understood, but I was just like, I feel like people who like either don't travel or are not capable of like traveling.
Yeah.
It's like that's something that you need to like experience.
You
in life.
do. Oh, yeah.
Not like staying in your city and like, because obviously I have friends or I know people that have literally never left their state ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, again,
like,
again,
that's so
all these
crazy.
African Americans is the same story.
That's
I hate all the
Like
crazy.
never
time.
left your state is crazy. You feel me?
Yeah, it's insane.
You know what I mean?
Like, how?
Exactly. It's
How?
like never leaving your province. It's like
Yeah.
But then
never left your
America's so big that it makes sense why you haven't left.
province.
Right.
Yeah, I get, like, okay, so take Florida, for example, right? Like, if you never left Florida, I feel like that's okay. Because there's enough places in Florida. Like, you have Miami, you have Tampa, you have Orlando, you have Fort Myers, you have Fort Lauderdale. Like, there's so many places in Florida where it's like, you don't need to leave. But, like, Winnipeg, where are you going to go, Brandon? Like you have Winnipeg. You have Winnipeg. So if you've never been outside of Manitoba, chances are you've only been to like
Niverville,
St. Norbert, you know, like Port Perry, Gimli. Like there's not like you don't have many options.
Yeah,
The names don't even sound intense.
honestly, yeah.
No, it's like
Yeah.
what's in there. I'm trying to think of what's
like
in
a-
Gimli or what's in Port Perry, and I
Gimli.
don't
All I
know.
hear about Gimli is the beach. Is it
I don't
all
even
that?
remember. I was there when I was little, and I
Yeah, I've been
don't
there
remember.
once.
Okay, but that's the thing. The beach is nice, but after going to Hawaii or going to Jamaica or going to Mexico, like you can't compare those beaches to like Birds Hill Beach or Gimli Beach or Winnipeg Beach. Like it's just not the same.
Yeah,
Like, it will
yeah,
never be
yeah.
the same for me.
When the
you know?
water's looking like blue, clear ocean, you
yeah,
come
you
back
can see
to
your
like.
hand through it. It's just different versus like the bodies that are in our lakes or
Come on,
whatever they are.
the
Just
muddy
different.
man-made whatever. That makes sense. I haven't been to America as an adult there.
No?
Mm.
Where have been your guys' favorite places to travel? Like where's like top trip?
I gotta think about this one, bro.
See this guy. I'll probably say it's between a few places. I went for a ski trip in France.
Really?
Yeah, that
Were you
was
good at it?
natural.
Yeah.
Oh, natural. That it wasn't too hard to get used to because like I used to rollerblade when I was younger.
Okay. Yep.
And then like transitioning to skiing, it wasn't that tough. Snowboarding, I said.
I hear
nah,
snowboarding's
don't want
hard.
to. Yeah,
I hear it's really hard.
That one, I couldn't be bothered. I didn't
Yeah.
want to break my neck.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do
exactly.
anything too crazy.
For sure.
That was fun. And then I'll probably say, Switzerland was nice.
Wow.
But again, that was when I was young.
Yeah.
So I
right.
think going there was similar to like going to like Disneyland. I went to like
Yeah.
the thing there, the park. So that
Okay.
was fun.
So do you speak French? Is that why you went to France?
No, that was a school trip.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that was
Mr. Europe, Mr. World.
I mean, I can speak
Yeah,
French
no
if
kidding.
you
You can
need
speak
me
French?
to.
No,
Only a little bit, yeah.
No? Can you speak
How
any
can you tell me
languages?
what I can't? See this guy, all he speaks is English. Please.
I can speak French.
Speak French.
I'm not speaking French.
Speak French. I can speak French.
Rubbish guy.
Sort of.
I feel like French is that language that if you ask anyone, everyone says they can speak a little French.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Fair enough. Well,
I
in
think you're probably
Canada.
forced to
Yeah,
learn
you need
French
to know
here.
some, you know?
Yeah. Didn't
I
you
took
guys
French
do,
until
like-
grade 6.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you do like French immersion? Was
Yeah.
that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I stopped.
yeah. So I expect you to speak French.
So I get my French and my Spanish mixed up. Because
Makes sense.
like my grandparents are Latino, right? So
Yeah.
I'm half Latina and I grew up speaking Spanish or hearing Spanish. And so now that I'm trying to learn Spanish, it's so hard because I have the little bits of French that are left in my brain
Yeah.
from growing up speaking French, and then the new words in Spanish, and I always get them confused. Like I'll be going and I'll be going fine and flowing, and then I'll suddenly say a French word. I'm like, that's not right. Or I'll do the opposite. And like in Montreal, I was speaking French, and then I'll say a Spanish word. I'm like, nope, that's not right either. But they're just so similar. They're
Yeah,
just
they
so
are-
easy to get
yeah.
confused.
Yeah, it's the same with Italian. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same with. Do you
And
know
Portuguese.
Italian?
Portuguese as well.
Portuguese and Spanish, aren't they very, very,
Very
close?
similar, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like
Really?
a lot of words that are like the exact same.
I feel like I've heard Portuguese. I don't feel like they sound, at least to
No,
me.
they don't sound
no,
that similar.
no,
but
but it's
the
just when you're
language
learning
itself.
them, yeah.
Okay.
Because Portuguese, they kind of like slur a bunch of words.
Yeah.
I swear.
It's like a more aggressive version of Spanish. Because I was learning Portuguese like for a while too.
Why?
I don't know. I'm bored. Like,
Oh yeah.
why not?
You like learning languages?
Yeah, it's so cool. Like,
Okay, what
I
languages do you speak then?
I can only speak like English 110% fluently.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was anywhere where I needed to speak Spanish and it's like, okay, this is an emergency, I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
It just like coming from my mouth, I don't have that accent. Like I was born and raised here. Like I didn't grow up speaking it, so I don't have the Latin accent.
You said Latina in an accent. I heard it. You said like Latina or something like that. I heard it.
Really?
My
I
ears
caught it a
to
little
pick it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't usually have an like I.
No, you don't have an accent.
No.
But the Latina
I've been told that I have
came
an
out
accent.
yeah.
Like people have been like, "Oh, you have some type of accent," and I don't know if that's a good thing or if it's
No, it's great. Unless
But-
you want to be uncultured like some people.
Yeah.
What is
On the
wrong
most
with this guy?
generic voice.
Sorry,
I'm
sorry.
playing.
What's wrong with this guy, bro? First of all,
He has an accent. He has a cool accent.
yeah, he has an accent because he was raised in the UK.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You sound like one of those like
But
rappers. Like
Rappers.
Dave.
That's crazy.
Please don't gas this nigga. He does not sound like Dave. Number one.
I mean, I could. No, I get what you mean though. It's more so like the London accent, but the thing is, like within London,
Yeah.
the accents still vary.
So can you pick up, like, I know you don't live there anymore, and obviously, like,
Yeah,
going back there.
whatever your question is, I think I could.
But could you
it.
pick up, like, different accents from different places?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
For sure, yeah.
So where'd you grow up?
I grew up northwest, technically. So that
In
was
London?
Yeah, it was just on the outskirts of London. So
Oh,
it's a
okay.
place called Watford. But I went to boarding school in Cambridge.
Okay.
So my accent is, if you were to meet someone in like northwest London or
Yeah.
like Watford area, they would probably say I speak a little bit more posh.
Really?
There's some words, phrases that sound a little bit more posh.
So do you have, like, slang? Do you
Yeah.
use, like, UK, like, the boot? Do you say that instead of the trunk?
Well,
So-
see, the way you said it just sounded off. It sounded very Canadian.
the boot is the
boot.
trunk?
Yeah.
Or, like,
Oh, I didn't even clock it.
Because this guy, I told you,
The
uncultured.
boots. I was like, what's she talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Canadian.
boots.
or, like, do you say Chesterfield instead
Huh?
of couch? Chesterfield?
Who the hell says Chesterfield?
English
Well, instead
people.
of couch?
Chesterfield.
Yeah, instead of couch, it's the Chesterfield.
that one.
Or do you say blouse instead of shirt?
Yeah,
that
it
one.
depends. Like a blouse is a woman's shirt.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
I found working retail.
Yeah,
I found
see?
it so
I
hard
know.
saying like pants. It just
Do you say trousers?
yeah. I feel so uncomfortable saying pants.
Really?
I feel naked.
Do you
when I
say jumpers
pants.
instead of like sweaters?
Sometimes, yeah. Jumpers, jumpers, hoodies, sweaters.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Oh my god.
yeah.
See,
but I
I
think
do know
boot
English.
is the same. Like Nigerians call it boot as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
So are you Nigerian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But born here.
Me? No, actually, I was born in Nigeria, but I moved when I was 6, I think.
Oh, okay.
I moved to Calgary,
Oh,
and then I lived there for a bit, and then I started moving around. I lived in the Caribbean for a bit. I lived
where?
in
Where in the Caribbean?
Dominica.
Cool. Do you
Yeah.
remember it? Like,
Yeah.
yeah?
I was 13?
Okay, yeah.
I was there for like 2.5 years. Then I moved to California. Then I moved to Illinois. Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was
Uncles everywhere.
That's, yeah.
everywhere.
Well, and
That's
then
the
you,
Cambridge.
you became a Chicago boy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I moved around a
Wow.
lot too.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah, and then when I was in Calgary, I was also in French immersion. So like I went to like a private
And you don't
school.
remember any French?
No, I can speak French.
I told
I'm just shy.
Speak French. Speak French.
Speak, bro. Are you shy?
Yes, I'm shy.
Why are you shy, bro?
No, I can still speak French.
Speak a little bit. Bonjour. Say
Yeah.
it. It's not hard, bro.
Oui.
It's not hard.
Fromage.
Exactly. Omelette du fromage, bro.
Oh no, it's like you're 60. You're Dutch, yeah.
Well, German.
speak Dutch?
Dutch is different. German. I speak German.
So what languages do you speak? Go down the list.
English fluently.
Okay.
German, well.
Like high German or low German?
High German.
Okay. I don't know the difference, but
So low German is like colloquial,
okay.
whereas like high German is like what you learn in schools.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same with like learning Spanish compared to Portuguese, in a way.
So in Spanish, with Spanish, there's different types of Spanish too. Like,
Exactly.
if you go to Guatemala, the biggest difference between like the Latin American countries is the slang.
Exactly.
So like
yeah.
the word straws. I don't know like how every country says it, but I know straws is like one of those words that every country says it differently. But if you have like a Spanish person from Spain and then like a Guatemalan person from Guatemala, and like their Spanish is like totally different.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
the same language,
yeah,
but
the
it's
same
just
thing.
different, you know,
Yeah.
different dialects.
Because
I
it's
guess.
the same, even in English, you have people in Middle
Yeah.
England
Yeah.
speaking a very posh way.
For sure.
And then you go all the way to like Newcastle and you can't understand a thing.
So do you see like the telly instead of like the TV?
I said the TV, man.
The telly.
Now, the telly, that's the posh way. That's the posh
Aren't
way.
you posh? Like, don't you speak? Or no?
I can understand. Like I'm cool. I could switch
Okay.
if needed.
Yeah.
Like if you hear me pick up a phone on this business,
Yeah.
I'll get a little bit posh.
Okay.
But this is like I'm cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you're
switch
just, like,
right. So
chill.
which one are you? Which one are you right now?
This is my cool.
It's his. He made it
Yeah.
up. He just like, you know.
No.
Yeah, you
Also
add, you
English.
mix it. It's like
Not,
a
yeah,
blend.
I'm cool now. It's cool. Like you guys aren't putting me under pressure. When I have pressure, then I go a little bit posh. It's
That's like
almost
him
like
in
a
French.
self.
Under pressure, he can't speak French.
Oh my
Damn.
Stop.
Well, you want me to speak in a posh accent?
Yeah.
Do it.
Why?
I want.
I just want to
Code
see.
switch now. Since I'm shy, so go ahead. Show us how it's done.
So okay. You have to ask me questions. I can't just be, you know, ask me just generic questions. You don't have to think too hard.
It doesn't have to have detail or anything.
It doesn't have to be philosophical, no.
How long have you had waves?
Ways. No, you know, I'll read. I think it makes more sense.
Do you speak like Shakespeare? Is that how it's like,
Shakespeare?
like old English?
Nah, it's not old English. It's just the accent that's different.
Oh,
It's just the
it's not
accent
the
that's
words?
different. Nah, it's not the words. Like some words you would not find. So,
Yeah.
for example, I could speak very posh.
Okay.
I can elongate my sentences. I have to talk a little bit slower, and I have to enunciate every single word. Whereas, like, if I'm just talking normally, I
Yeah.
can just slur.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Everything just kind of like joins in together.
For sure.
Even if when I say together, it's different to you together. It's very, very different. Yeah.
Okay.
You see?
Huh.
Yeah.
I see it. I see
Code
it.
switching. Yeah.
Your turn.
Come
Was that
on
the
now.
first time
He tried it, so no, you
Is
speak
that-
French.
Well, is that the first time?
You
What?
have to speak Spanish then.
Fine.
Yo, you actually putting me on the spot is so crazy.
Are you sure?
What, like, I don't like it because when people are like, oh, like, speak it. Like, what do you say?
Exactly.
Bonjour. You know what I'm saying?
That says bonjour.
Good job.
Yeah, but my accent is
Kill
poor.
me.
I have to actually like be serious.
Concentrate.
Do you think your
Yeah.
accent, like, when did you move here?
Well, my Canadian accent, that one's not downloading.
No, but I
anytime
mean, like,
soon.
has your British accent faded since you've moved here?
I was actually finna ask that.
It's faded because I'm surrounded by Nigerians.
Mm.
So like this is how my accent works, right? I have I'll probably say I have 4 accents,
Okay.
right? First
So the first time I'm hearing of this.
is the code switching now.
Oh.
So, the first accent, which would be my natural accent, would be like my Nigerian accent, which is like I speak proper,
Okay.
right? Then I have my English accent, which is a little bit more like laid back.
Okay.
Then I have the posh accent,
Right.
and then I have like a pidgin English.
Okay. What
So
does that mean?
pidgin English is pidgin of any language is just like the language, the base language amalgamated into so many things. So it's the same thing with Spanish, Portuguese, or other places Spanish
Right.
are pidgins of Spanish.
Okay.
So my pidgin English accent is very, very different to my Nigerian accent.
Do your Nigerian accent.
That I've heard.
My
I wanna see
Nigerian
it.
accent.
Yes.
It's hard to do because I need to be around Nigerians.
Yeah.
But it slips out very
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
When I'm having to talk either in front of camera or whatever,
Yeah.
my English accent is just
Yeah.
it just default.
Yeah.
I can't
For
really
sure. No, I get it.
Yeah, I struggle- I
I can't
struggle
do a
to go.
Jamaican accent to save my life. I can't. And like, there are people who are not Jamaican, and like, they can do it way better than I can.
I love the Jamaican accent, bro.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so
Accents I
awesome.
like.
Like,
It's-
my
it's
dad
so
does it
tough,
sometimes.
bro.
My dad will let it slip out, or my grandparents speak it, and it's
Yeah,
like,
that's the
you
accent
know.
I do like.
But I can't do it. I just don't. I sound. I can't even do it. I can't even try. Like, it just doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth.
Ah, shit.
It sounds like disrespect. It sounds like disrespectful. It's like I'm mocking it because I can't do it. Don't even want
yeah,
to
I know
try.
what you mean when you have like kind of like that, like
Yeah.
I've
like
never
doing
heard
French, right?
I've never heard Shrek.
Like doing French.
bro, it's so unsafe, bro. You never.
I've never heard you in the Nigerian accent.
Yeah, because you feel me like
Or you don't have it
no, not really.
at
No?
all.
Like I can force it, but it just doesn't sound right.
Crazy.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's kind of like what she's saying. It's
Oh,
like me
fair.
being around like Nigerian boys that grew up in. You know what I'm saying? And then when I'm trying to like do that, like I'm trying to like do the pigeon, it doesn't sound right
Yeah.
because like I have like a
Then, but
more
even
like
even when you're
American
around
accent.
like the Nigerian guys, I've never heard it.
yeah. I mean, sometimes I do it, but not really because it's just like I don't feel right doing it.
It just
'cause-
sounds
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
it doesn't sound right to me.
Like,
And
it's-
then
yeah.
and then sometimes they'll be like, bro, what are
Like,
you
what are you
doing?
doing?
I'm like,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
bad,
It's
dog.
like if I'm to
You
go
feel
to
me?
my Nigerian accent in this setting, I'll have to speak pidgin. I can't speak
Yeah.
English
Yeah.
in my Nigerian accent. Like even between my sister and I, we slip in and out of Nigerian accent, English accent, just because that's just because of the way we've grown up.
Yeah.
We can't really rest fully in the Nigerian
Right.
accent. Just between us, we just go back and forth.
Is it like one of those things where it's like when you're mad, it comes out? Like, you know, like some people are like when they're mad, like their language slips out and it's just like
yeah.
they
For
start
me, it
ranting.
depends. So if I'm mad, it'll be this accent.
Okay.
Or if it's someone that I'm very, very comfortable, familiar with, it's my Nigerian accent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Speak up now.
No, I'm just like thinking because like for me, obviously I feel like when you kind of like moved around and stuff, that's where you're able to like code switch and do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like when I moved here, funny enough, this is what I was told. I don't know if it's true, but they said like my friend, like obviously I have friends in the U.S., right? So when I called them and like I'm talking to them, like, bro, you sound different. You don't sound the same. I'm like, well, like they're like, oh, you sound so Canadian now, like or whatever. But then like when I first moved here, my friends here now they were like they can understand my English at all.
Right.
Like my accent, they said my accent was so thick or whatever. I sounded so American, so they didn't understand what I was saying half the time, right?
Really?
As opposed to like now. I guess I have a more Canadianized quote unquote
I don't
accent.
know what that means though. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what it
does
means
that
either, but
mean?
it's just like obviously like now, especially because it's kind of like what he's talking about when you're in a certain environment too.
Yeah.
It's like I'm around other Canadians, so like I use like Canadian slang.
Yeah,
for example.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm kind of talking like that. I notice that I slip and I start saying like things I didn't say. Like I'll say a like instead of sometimes it just
I'll
comes
say it
out.
and I'm like, oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just comes out.
crazy.
But it's just like, but then for example, like my brother who just came from the U.S., like his accent is a lot more like thick and rough.
Where'd he come from in the U.S.?
Illinois.
Okay.
Like that's where I was too, but like we lived in the U.S. for like 4 or 5 years each,
Right.
like high school. Then we come
Yeah.
back to Canada because we're citizens, right? So it's like out of me, my sister, and my brother, because he was the youngest out of us, he has the most like his accent is the most thick. Like
Really?
when he's on the game and he's mad and he's pissed, bro, all these slang words start coming out.
What are you
His
saying?
accent is you know what I'm saying? Like obviously I understand what he's saying,
Right.
but it's like if he was sitting here like talking, some people probably wouldn't understand.
Yeah,
his,
exactly.
You know, his English.
Yeah.
But he's speaking English.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's
is
that.
different.
Yeah, but then also, I just thought it was interesting what he was saying because now that I think about it, I don't speak to my mom like this. Like how I'm talking now,
Okay.
I guess is like
Yeah?
my regular
What do you do,
English.
Nigerian?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Like it's not to your level,
Yeah.
but like I don't speak like this to my mom. It's not like I'm like a proper English. It's kind of
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
a little bit
I
of
see
like
what
a
you mean.
you
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't know how if that's how you would when you're with your parents.
They speak a lot of Spanish at home.
No, so my dad is Jamaican, my mom's Guatemalan. So my
Yeah.
dad doesn't actually understand Spanish. So that's kind of why, like, I'm the oldest of 4 siblings, and I'm the only one that really, like, speaks or and understands it. I think now one of my brothers is, like, starting to learn it a little bit more, but, like, I was the first grandkid, I was the first niece, I was the first everything. So when I was born, my grandparents were starting to learn English because I was starting to learn English, right? So like while I was learning to read and like do my letters and everything, they would help me and then they would kind of learn English. And then by the time they got to like my sister, my brother, my other brother, they were already speaking English and the Spanish just kind of like drifted away. Like they still speak it all the time.
Do they
I'm,
have
like,
accents?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like my aunt and uncle, my mom is the youngest of 3, and like my aunt and uncle still have accents. My mom doesn't, but like they all do. So it's just me and my mom and my family.
Yeah.
Because like I think my mom would speak it more if my dad understood it, but she's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just gonna
Well,
talk and he's
obviously.
gonna be there clueless and he's not gonna know. So and like there's like little words we'll use like I can't think of one, but like little
Like,
words. You
Yeah, I
know?
get what you mean. Like they're little. Yeah. Yeah.
And like my
yeah,
dad understands those, you
Yeah.
know, so we'll do that. But like she doesn't really speak Spanish.
Because even my
That
cousin, she married a German guy.
Yeah.
So like her name for him is Schatz,
Okay.
which is my love.
No.
So like they have certain words that they just use German.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Where
So
it's like
I
he doesn't
think-
speak German.
Yeah,
But,
but yeah, she understands kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Language is a very interesting thing, man. Because like even for like my family, it's I feel like there's 4 of us, right? We're
Yeah.
like cut right down the middle. So there's
Okay.
me and my sister, who are like I feel like we're a lot more in tune with like our Nigerian side,
oh.
and then my brother and my little sister are like more American, if that makes sense.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
they're the younger ones. You know what I mean?
Right,
So it's
yeah.
kind of like what you were saying
Yeah.
about like your younger siblings and like English and
Yeah.
stuff. So like I don't know how I picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, because nobody ever sat me down and taught me like my native language, which is Yoruba. But like, I can't speak it, but I completely understand it.
Understand
fully.
it, yeah.
Same thing with my sister. We understand it fully. Like our parents speak to us in Yoruba. If relatives are speaking Yoruba, like just between themselves, I understand what they're saying.
Yeah, you can like listen in.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not like translating in my head. I just
For
know
sure.
what they're saying.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah.
But then my brother, he does not know a lick.
Yeah.
Like nothing, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's like, yo, my mom's like, yo, can you get me water? He's looking at her like, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Can you turn off the lights? We're going to bed. Like nothing,
Yeah.
bro.
Really?
Same thing. Yeah. And then my little sister, she's what, 7? So she's literally
Yeah,
just grew up around English.
for sure,
My
for
mom's
sure.
not really speaking Yoruba in the house like that anymore.
Exactly. Like it just kind of fades away.
Yeah. So like she's probably gonna have the thickest American accent,
Right.
Because she literally grew up in
In
you know what I'm
America.
saying?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
What language do you want to speak? If you could just click a button.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Japanese is a beautiful language. Actually.
Word.
Really?
I think I like how it sounds actually. But
How
I also
does it
grew up
sound?
watching anime.
Okay.
So like
Is
I think
it-
that's part of it. But no,
I
that
don't
actually
know
like
how it sounds.
Stop, though, 'cause it's-
what's his name? Goku?
soft. So like,
Naruto.
no, there's definitely I think
You said
I think-
Naruto?
Yeah.
like for example, like I think
No, I
I've
feel
heard
you, I
other.
feel you, I
Do you get
feel
what I'm saying?
you.
Like I've heard like Mandarin, for example.
Yeah.
I think Japanese sounds.
Just nicer.
It just flows. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
You just
when
like
you're
how
talking
it
about
sounds.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I heard a comedian saying, I think it's Japanese. No, I think it's one of the Chinese languages or like Mandarin.
Mandarin.
If you want to call your child something, you drop a silver spoon, and the sound is what will sound like the name. I mean, he's not wrong.
Crazy.
It's not wrong, but
Even
it's
a kid?
that's a crazy way
Yeah.
to think about
Exactly.
it. But I know I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. A lot of the
There's
Asian
certain-
proverbs are oh
Yeah.
my god. Are there some Spanish like phrases that are hard hitting?
I honestly love being Latina.
Mhm.
Like I love it. It's like so cool. I
What-
also
what
love being
about
Jamaican.
it?
Like it's so cool.
Yeah.
You know?
What about the Latina side do you like?
Everything. I love being both. Like I don't love one more than the
Oh
other.
yeah, we'll go to both. But I'm saying which
The
one?
Latina?
What do you like about the Latina side?
I don't know. I just think like everyone thinks Latinas are like cool.
Yeah.
I think they're cool.
That's what I was thinking.
No, just like
You're not
you
wrong.
guys, you know.
Yeah, you're not
so
wrong. You're
like
not
I
wrong.
love it.
Yeah.
I think it's like they give off like boss vibes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just like those girls. So it's like to have half of that. But I always say I'm Latina and I'm black and I'm light skinned. So it's like all three. I have the best of all three.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
even the
yeah.
best of both worlds. It's the best of all three.
Yeah,
Literally
yeah.
like I get to be all three. Like,
Have
that's
you
awesome.
ever been mistaken for white?
No.
No.
Not white,
Mm-hmm.
but I have been mistaken for everything else.
What's everything else?
Everything else.
Or, like Indian?
Indian,
Swear.
indigenous,
I can see that.
Brazilian,
Yeah, I can see those.
Dominican.
I can see Brazilian. Yeah, I can see the South American.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see
yeah, yeah. Hawaiian,
Yeah.
Ethiopian, Filipino.
No, I can see it. I can see all those.
Filipino, I can see.
I can see like the mix, not like full, but like I
Yeah.
can see the mix.
Oh,
of
okay.
Yeah,
those
I've heard Colombian.
other
Yeah,
ethnicities.
I could. Yeah,
I've
Colombia
heard
for sure,
basically
yeah.
everything. I've heard Mexican. I've heard literally everything. And anything you can like one
Mexican,
from every
I can see that
continent.
too.
You know?
Which one's the one that pisses you off the most?
I don't know. Like all of them. Like just get me right.
You don't like, so you.
I don't.
How do you
like,
feel about like ethnically being being ethnically ambiguous? Technically, it's like people can't really just.
I don't know. Like honestly, I find it so interesting because when I'm at work, usually happens at work. Sometimes it'll be like just whatever.
The white kids.
But people will say like, "Oh, can I ask you where you're from?" Like I don't mean to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't find it disrespectful. I love talking about my culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love it. Like I said, I've done nothing to be ashamed of. Like my cultures are I'm so proud of them
Mm.
that I don't mind that question. So I'll say like, yeah, I'm half Guatemalan. I get so excited. I'm like, I always tell people to guess. And they'll guess, and then that's where I get all these random countries from, and you know. So then I'll tell them, and I love it. I honestly love it. I've had some people say some really weird things, but like about where I'm from and stuff like that. But honestly,
Or
I don't
like
it's okay. This actually happened last week.
Oh,
no,
and
2
then-
weeks ago when I was at work, I had someone tell me they wanted to deport me.
Wow.
But
That's
they were
beyond
trying to use it
weird.
as a pickup line.
What?
Yeah.
How? Okay, wait. Let's role play. Let's role say.
Okay,
What was
rewind.
that? Hey,
So I was
what's up?
working.
How are you?
And he was like, I would deport you. And I was like, excuse me? First of all, I'm born and raised here. Like, I don't know where you're going to deport me to because I live here. I was born here. So I was like, oh, like, where would you deport me to? Just out of curiosity. He's like, Colombia. And, like, this guy has no idea where I'm from. Like, no idea. Like, I'm just working my own business. Like, knows nothing. And I was like, oh, why? He's like, you got a big butt. And I was like, okay, thanks. And I, like, walked away. And, like, my shift was over. And I, like, went and told my manager. I was like, this is so funny. Like, I didn't even take it it's a compliment. But and Colombians are beautiful. Like I said, I have no issue being called a Colombian. But why did the whole deporting thing?
Brother, yeah, see,
You gonna deport me to Colombia?
guys.
Like, what?
What the fuck? What's going on? Like, why can't we
that?
speak to girls anymore?
Who says that?
This is social media. Why can't we speak to girls anymore? I don't get
One
it.
of the other servers.
That is why.
One of the other servers that I was with, she was like, yeah, like, one of my tables, like, was saying that, like, he was gonna marry me, and I was like, at least you get to stay in the country. Like, he told me he wanted to kick me out of the country, and I was born here, and it's not even my proper country. He's
Wait, was he a co-worker?
No, it was a customer.
Oh my god!
Yeah, a customer.
What kind of?
He was
us
white,
this-
white guy. But I was like, I don't really know.
Age bracket?
Maybe like late 20s.
Oh,
Late
swear!
20s. Yeah. He was like probably drunk because I work at like a bar, like restaurant. But I was just like, what?
Drunk
What kind
or
of
not
rubbish
drunk?
point,
Drunk
bro?
or sober thoughts, bro.
I
Drunk
just,
thoughts or
what do I
sober
thank
thoughts.
you? Like, I don't know what to say.
You see, that episode with Carlita, bro. We need to.
Brother, see, yo,
We need to sit up.
what would you suggest to guys in terms of like if they were to pick you up, not pick you up, if they were to approach you, how would you like to
Like
be
me
approached?
personally?
Yes. How would you like to be
How would
approached?
you like to be approached?
Don't tell me that you're gonna deport me, please. I'd like to stay here. I like it here. I don't want to go to Colombia unless on vacation.
Noted.
Yeah, no, take notes. So the biggest compliment that one of the biggest compliments that anyone can give me is like about my muscles, because I work out, and obviously you can't tell right now, but when someone's like, oh, like you're making good progress, you know, especially when it's a guy who has muscles, or when it's a guy that I know like goes to the gym, and they're like, oh, like you're looking really good, like your muscles are growing, you know, like you're, you know, I'm like, oh, yes, you know, because I work so hard to get that physique, and I work so hard to like gain those muscles, and I feel like a lot of girls, they work out to have the nice body, and you know, like I want to be the strongest girl in the room.
Oh,
you know,
right,
so it's like when there's a guy
right.
that's like, oh, like you look really strong, it's like that's such a big compliment to me. Like I love that, you know. Or I like confident people. I can be shy at first if you don't really know me, but I'm not, like, overall I'm not a shy person. So I like someone that can radiate confidence, and it's like, you know who you are, and you know what you know your values, and you know like what you stand for and everything, and I just like that versus someone who's like unsure of themselves. But in terms of pickup lines and stuff, like there's nothing really specific. It's just like I like compliments that aren't just like physical. You know,
Right.
anyone can give you a physical compliment.
Right.
I look in the mirror every day. I know what I look like.
Amen.
You know?
Word.
So you don't need to tell me. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But like when someone compliments your personality, or it's like, I really like your vibe, or some people are like, oh, like you can tell that you were raised right, or you know, like I like your morals or your values, like that stuff means so much more than just like, oh, you have a nice body.
Yeah.
You know? Or it's like, I can tell you work hard in the gym. Like that is such a better way of saying like, oh, you have a nice body.
Yeah.
You know? Or you have a pretty face. Like I'll take the compliment. It's nice and it's sweet and it's the thought behind it, but it's just like certain things just stand out.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you have a fantasy of like an environment that you would like to be approached in?
No, I'm so weird. Like
Right.
Guy, man.
I'm such a strange human being. Like it's gonna be
That
so
strange
weird.
is good.
So weird. Like I don't hang out with guys.
Yeah.
I just don't do it.
That's,
Like I barely.
that's not strange.
It is strange because like guys will be like, oh, like let's hang out. Like even guys I'll like talk to, like I'll snap or like I'll text, and they're like, let's hang out. I'm like, no, I just don't want to. Like it's just like, I know it's so strange, but it's just like,
I don't think it. I've met and also hung around a lot of girls that don't like to hang around
No.
guys, so it's not strange.
like if you want to see me, you're gonna have to catch me outside, like in public. Like on the off chance. There's no like planning. We're not going to a restaurant. We're
Mess
not going
up.
on a
Like
yeah. I don't
any
go on
circumstances?
dates. No, I don't go on dates. Like none of that. Like if you want to see me,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to like accidentally catch me at Polo Park or like see me at like the
Right.
gas station or something, and like we can talk then. And like I'm not like going on dates. I just don't. I don't know. I don't like it. I feel awkward, and I'm a confident person. I just feel like I'm like awkward, and it's just like weird being like one-on-one with someone.
So it has to do with you.
Yeah, it's a me thing. Yeah,
Okay,
I told
that's
you I'm
okay.
weird. Like it's not like anyone else. It's just like even if I'm like interested in the guy, I'm just
You're
like
not gonna
eh.
see him under any circumstance. Yo, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? We're getting somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe like I have.
Yeah.
How was that?
It's okay. It's not bad.
I was sorry.
Like we'll hang out. Like I've been to like I haven't been on many dates. Like I don't. That's just.
Do you like dates?
I love when things are group activities. Like if it's like, if all of us are going out like as friends or something. Like yeah, like I know it's not really a date, but it's like we're getting to know each other still.
I get what I mean. It's almost like a controlled, safe.
Yeah,
safer.
like it takes the pressure off.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't have to be so like awkward and like there's not as much pressure to be a certain way or to like say certain things or you know, because you're around people that you're comfortable with. You're around your friends, but you're still around that person that you want to get to know. So it's just like less awkward, in my opinion.
So
No, it makes
what
sense.
if you wanted? What if? Let me put it like this. So what if it was in a social environment? Like for example,
Okay.
he took you to the rec, and you're around, not that you're around other people you know, but
see that I've had that before.
it's still
It wasn't awkward. Like it was fun. It was good, but it's just like not my first choice. Like it wasn't like it was fun. It was good. I just like I would never choose that. I would never choose to hang out one-on-one with a guy.
This is
Even a guy that I'm talking to.
Yeah, so let's dig. Let's dig.
what I'm
let's
saying,
dig.
bro.
It's
So,
different, I know.
in the group activity, right? How would it work in terms of for you now
Yeah.
to let's say this is someone you are interested in.
Okay.
Forget about him being interested in you.
Yeah.
He's obviously interested.
Right.
But like he's managed to be smart enough to take you out in a group setting. How do you now progress from there? For you
See,
personally.
I don't. That's the thing. Like I
Do you
never
want to?
like
do you just
I've never
enjoy being
wanted to
around?
badly enough to get into a relationship. Like I've
Right.
had like one little high school relationship, and since then
Not even just a relationship,
I've
but
like talked to a couple people, but it's never like I don't like they don't last long, and it's not because I don't talk to tons of people. Like it's not like I'm just like going
Yeah,
from person to
yeah.
person, but it's just like they don't last long because I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's just like my lifestyle. Like I have a routine. I'm a very like routine person. I work out. I work. I do school. I volunteer. That's it. I travel, and I have my social life when it comes to my friends. So I think that's why I like the whole like social setting is because it kind of fits into like my already social life with my friends.
Yeah.
So I don't have to like carve out extra time or like add another like thing into my routine where it's like, hey,
Yeah.
hanging out with this guy, you know? But I think after like enough times, if we hung out as a group and like we got to know each other enough, like yeah, like I'd hang out one-on-one. Like I'm not like scared or anything. It's just like not my first choice.
It's your preference, yeah.
And I make that well known. Like most guys that talk to me, like I'm like yeah, like I just.
Yeah,
You know,
no-
and
none
then
of
and
them
then
are
and then
listening.
their favorite thing is like, oh, challenge accepted.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. I just-
They're like, oh, I'll get you outside, and it's like,
yeah, shit.
no one's been successful yet. So. We'll see.
Wow.
Are you content?
Just in life, or
Yeah.
like,
There's no context behind the question.
yeah,
Do you feel content?
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way that 2023 is ending, I feel like I did a lot of growing throughout the year, and I'm like at a happy place, you know. And I'm a very goal-oriented person, so it's like I know what I want my 2024 to look like, and it can be a blessing and a curse because when you plan that far ahead, you open doors for like disappointment, because if something doesn't go as planned, it's like, oh, like that sucks, you know. But it's also good because you have something to work towards, you have something to
Yeah.
look forward to, you know. So I think like right now I'm happy. Like I said, I have my routine. I'm happy with my routine right now. I have like my values, and I think honestly since like this time last year I've grown so much as a person. So I'm super happy like about like where I am in life, but I never want to stay in one place. Like, I always want to keep growing, keep learning, keep advancing, and, you know, like, keep achieving my goals, keep making my dreams come true. So I am content, but I don't want to settle for content. I want to keep going, you know?
Yeah. But content, I think, is different from happiness. Like, content
That's
is like
true.
you are almost in that momentum of the wheel churning, of moving, growing, whatever it is, but you're not stunted, you're not
Right.
so that's why I was content rather than happy.
And I think that's like the perfect way to say it. Like, I'm not, like, there's nothing stunting me, there's nothing holding me back, there's not a single aspect in my life right now that I'm like, this isn't where I want it to be, you know? It's like, I'm unhappy with this part of my life. Like, right now, at this exact moment, I'm like, yeah, we're chill, you know? Like, things are going okay, Christmas is coming up, like, the New Year's coming up, and, like, new semester in school, I just, like, it's a new fresh start, a new season, you know? So I'm excited.
No guys trying to take you outside.
No. Sorry, I'll be inside hibernating for the winter.
Okay. Have you always been this way, like, structured?
I think so. I've always had, like, I'm a stubborn person. I'm stubborn.
Right.
So I think that comes with the structuredness. It's like, I like things to go a certain way, you know? And I've kind of, just over, like, years of just experience and stuff, it's like, I have to make that happen for myself. I'm not going to wait for anyone else to make it happen, or I'm not going to wait for just, like, things to fall into place. I'm just going to make it happen myself. So I think it's just, I don't know. I think the structure just comes with, like, I know what I want, and I know what I need to do to get it. So what steps do I need to take to get there, or to get closer to that goal, you know? And I think that with a routine, I'm a very type A personality. So even if it's not, like, structured completely, it's just, like, the way I think is just, like, very organized, where it's like, I have a checklist and this is what I have to do. And, like, even my everyday life, I'm like, okay, I need to do this by this time, and this by this time, and that and this and that, and I have to get all this done by this deadline. That's just, like, how I think. So I think that just helps. And I see people, and they're scatterbrained, and, you know, they pull it off. They can, so they somehow have their life together when it's like they don't know their left from their right, you know, and they're working and they're having the best time, like, you know, they're having the time of their lives. I just can't do that. I need to be organized. I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know why I'm doing it. I just like to know, like, you know, I can't just, like, last minute plans, like, they scare me. I don't like it. You have to give me a time, a date, you know, like, everything, like, a place. Like, I need to know what I'm doing. I need to know where I'm going. I need to know who I'm seeing. Like, I need to mentally prepare for that. I can't just be like, you know.
I mean, I would say, for me, I'm a little bit of both. Like, the spontaneity comes because I have the organization.
Okay.
So, for example, things like food, or going to a restaurant, or even sometimes with dating as well.
Right.
One thing I don't like about dating is the having to plan ahead.
Okay, really?
Because for me, I know that other people have their own shit going on in life. So I have to plan ahead sometimes. But I'll rather be in a position where I can just come to your house.
Just, like,
come downstairs.
Show up.
Yeah. But
no cap.
Yeah, even like with my friends as well, it's the same thing. There are times where I'm just like, okay, cool, I wanna go to a restaurant. Yeah. Like, right now.
Right.
What are you doing, like, right now?
Busy. Yeah. Sure.
So, but then that's because my day is planned. Any small gap I have of free time, I can do anything. Right. And I want to do anything. So, and the reason why I can do that is because I feel like everything else is in place.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Nothing, like, the structure kind of allows for that spontaneity. Because
the reason why I do have a lot of, like, structure is because that's right. Is because I feel like if I don't know what's happening, everything's happening, and that scares me.
Yeah, for sure.
That scares me a lot.
It's just like you get overwhelmed, and then nothing happens. Like, you're unproductive because
exactly. Because I'm just procrastinating because I feel like there's so much coming. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Nah. For sure.
So you being structured, how does that affect people around you? Do you like?
Oh, it drives people nuts.
No, I'm saying for you. Do you now, like, because you mentioned, like, with other people being, like, organized chaos. How are you with those kind of people?
It drives me nuts too. My for some reason I tend to gravitate, maybe it's because opposites attract. I tend to gravitate towards the people who are chaotic.
Okay.
And so like my closest friends that I can think of, they're very chaotic.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm all for spontaneity. Very spontaneous. My hair, my red hair, my haircuts, tattoos, piercings. Let's go bungee jumping.
How many piercings and then tattoos? How many do you have?
Piercings, I have 13.
13?
Yeah, you would never be able to tell.
Wow.
I know. 13. They're mostly on my ears, and then I have my belly button, and then the 2 on my nose.
Right.
Yeah. And
That's
then
crazy.
tattoos, I have 5.
Okay.
But I want more.
Do you have a favorite one?
Yeah, it's the one here. It's like the creation of Adam hands.
Oh,
So,
yeah?
you know, like the
Oh,
painting?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like right
This is
here.
wavy.
I love it. That's like my favorite one ever. I love it. And then I got a new one in Hawaii. So it's flowers, which is like, it was just a matching family tattoo. So that's the meaning behind it. But no, I want more. I love them.
Yeah.
I love them.
You gonna get a sleeve?
Everyone's asked me that.
Oh,
Everyone
I mean, you'll
says-
say you love us.
Everyone's just like, you seem like the kind of person, like, I can see you getting a sleeve. And honestly, yeah. Like, I do want one. But I want it to be super, because of my whole, like, spontaneous enough to get a sleeve, but organized enough to have it planned out.
Yeah.
You know,
feel
like,
you,
I want to
feel
have
you.
it planned out to a T. I want to know exactly what's going on it, what each thing means. I want it to look exactly how I've had in my head, you know? So, like, that's best of both worlds. Spontaneous.
Are you into
yes.
astrology?
I used to be super into it. Why? What's your sign? Wait, tell me when your birthday is and I'll guess.
Well, doesn't that make it obvious?
I don't know.
Not really. I don't know shit about. All I know
July.
is
July what?
21st.
You're a Leo.
No.
You're a Cancer.
Yeah. You're a Leo.
I am a Leo.
Ah,
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I give up those vibes. What about you? When's your
what
birthday?
vibes.
Leo? I always
No, here we
say
go, here
I'm
we
like
go.
the poster. I can go on a whole spiel. I
Go-
was told
go
that
on a
I was the
spiel.
poster child for Leo.
Oh, what does that
both
mean?
the negative and the positive qualities just like line up with my personality so much. I'm controlling. I'm stubborn.
Oh,
I'm
sick.
obsessive. I'm dominant. Those are
Right.
like the negative ones. But then I'm also creative. I'm outgoing. And I'm a good leader. You know? So it's like I have literally both.
Yeah.
And I'm like driven, you know, like both of those. But it's like the exact, like the to a T. Like there's nothing that I've ever seen. Impatient. I'm impatient. You know, that's a Leo quality. So everything. I don't know.
Just
All I
stop.
know about Cancers is that they're sensitive. I don't know anything else.
I was standing right.
Is that accurate? I don't know.
Yes.
Not sensitive isn't like a crybaby, but sensitive isn't like you're in touch with your emotions.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
like Leos are like not sensitive.
Oh, sad.
So it's like,
do you like crying? Okay,
No.
not do you like
Do
crying?
you like crying?
Like, do you cry? Do you allow yourself?
no, I actually don't. Like, and it's so funny because my friend will tell you, my parents, if you ask my parents, they're like, we know that you cry and we know that you have such strong emotions. And like, my mom says that all the time. And it's like, where are they? Where am I crying? Where do you see these emotions? Like, obviously I have emotion, like, you know what I mean? But I'm not a very sensitive human being. Whereas like my friend, she's a Libra and she'll be like, yeah, like you don't really cry. Like I just like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's like if I have a hard outer shell or like what it is, but I'm not a very sensitive human being. I'm self-aware and like in touch with my emotions, but when it comes to crying or feeling sadness or like being sad, I don't really, it just doesn't.
How do you deal with any of those negative emotions? Or not negative, but the down emotions?
Working out.
Yeah.
Like working out's my thing.
So you have an outlet, essentially.
Yeah, that's my outlet. I think that I'm the kind of person where I would rather distract myself than kind of like get wrapped up in whatever issue it is. And
Well, does it deal with your issue?
I think like working out.
Yeah, so if you have an
Yeah.
issue and you go to
For
working out, does it help
I think
you?
it depends what the issue is. I think if it's something where I'm angry, then yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean... pumping the weights?
has fueled my workouts in ways that no one will understand.
That's a great
Like
pre-workout.
I just like, yeah, it is. Oh, it is. I don't even take pre-workout, and I'm ready, set, go. Like I'm good to go. And It's good.
All right, guys, quick interruption. Make sure you go check out the audio as well. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to the audio. Make sure you follow us there and also rate. So 5 stars, please, 5 stars. That will help us actually get to be seen more. And also share it with your friends, family, whoever as well. But yeah, back to the show, guys.
When I'm sad, I honestly don't get sad very often. Like, I've never dealt with death before, so that's one thing. I don't do relationships, so I've never had my heart broken before, so it's another thing, you know? So it's like, where would I feel my sadness from? I just don't really like there are things that I'll see, like a sad movie or something, and it's like, you know, but I've never actually gone through anything that's like super, super, super depressing, where it's like, I need to deal with it, because that's just, I've never gone through something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Do you feel like you're a very rational person? No?
I don't know. Do you think I'm a rational person?
I mean,
I think I'm a very odd person. I feel like I just think differently, and like I have a very unpopular opinion a lot of the times. So people are like, "You're just strange." Rational? I can be.
I just feel like like the reason I'm asking is in terms of like when you're talking about your emotions, like how you deal with them. I feel like maybe mentally, you're very rational when it comes to your emotions, or like you rationalize what's happening, so you don't react or.
I would definitely say that I'm more logical. So when something happens, like if there was a situation and something's happening, right? Whereas like I'll just say like my sister or like my friend or something like that, they would kind of tend to the emotional side of things. They would react with their heart, you know? I'm more reactive with my brain. I will think through it like logistically, and you know, like I said, I don't want to say like I'm heartless, like blah blah blah, like that's so like because I do have emotions, but things don't really bother me the way that they bother a lot of people, because I just kind of like meh. Yeah. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, you know? It's like sucks to suck, life goes on kind of thing. Like, focus on the positives, not the negatives, you know?
It's good, because I have, sometimes I have those qualities where I just don't address shit. It happens, so I have to move on. Like, the other day, I had a strange encounter. I was going for a tough week. Okay. And then my dad just messaged me, just the regular convo, hey, what's up, how you doing? Right. He said, like, I hope you're alright. Yeah. And part of me was like, I should just say, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. But I was like, nah, let me try. Yeah, let me actually answer honestly. You know? Yeah. so I was like, nah, I was having a tough week, but I got through it. And he was like, why didn't you talk? I was like, yeah, shit, why didn't I talk? But then I started to recall like different. So for me, it's not really like my personality to keep things in. Okay. What I realized is that it's just a series of events and experiences that have caused me to be this way. Yeah. So I went through all that thought just because of that one question, and I realized like the relationship we had, it's never been like I can come to you for anything. Sure, it's not like you just go and but it's not like I can't come to him for anything. It's just don't. Based on experience. Yeah. When I was younger, I'll be crying for no reason. Right. So your reaction is to caution me. Right. So now that's built this kind of like harder shell to like I shouldn't be crying for no reason. Therefore I shouldn't be expressing anything for no reason. Yeah. So it was a weird encounter when you asked me that question.
But it makes you think.
Yeah.
Like it just like definitely made me think. You never notice, you know?
Yeah.
Until you actually think about it. But yeah.
Well, I'm sensitive though. I'm sensitive.
You're in touch with your emotions?
Yeah.
When's your birthday? I want to know.
I evaded that question.
You are a Taurus.
Yes. What does that mean?
So you're stubborn as well.
Yes.
That's the only thing that I know. One's stubborn, one's sensitive.
Is that our staple that everyone just goes with stubborn?
That's the only thing that I know about. Wow. I don't know.
Most signs have like one trait that's
one
like
quality
very that's attached to them. So this, I think Leo's is like confident,
cocky. I was gonna say cockiness.
Confidence is cocky. That's theirs. You guys are stubborn, and then Cancers are sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're their main thing.
Yeah, it's like obviously there's other things, but those are the things that are attached to those three.
What about the fiery personality? Do you feel like you have a fiery personality?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And I don't know if it's because of the Latina thing, or if it's because of the Leo thing, or if it's because of the oldest daughter thing.
Even
because
Jamaicans are fiery.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. I don't know what it.
Maybe it's
That's
maybe
a spicy
It's
mix.
just a mix. Yeah. It's just the whole mix.
You remind me of someone, so that's why like
Who?
we're not gonna get into that. But
Like someone good,
yeah, like you just have like you guys have similar personalities.
but this person's good.
Yeah.
It's not like a bad person.
No. It was just like I'm just like you guys have similar
What's her name?
personalities. so-
Emily.
What? No. Because like
Emily.
I was like you're probably Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that a lot.
Very like vibrant, confident. Like those. That's the like.
Yeah.
Even like when you like walked in, and you sat down. Like you're like you're
Oh,
you're
yeah.
very
Yeah.
talkative. Like you're like like.
You
Come
kinda
on,
can tell.
you can tell you're comfortable, like that kind of thing. So that's what I meant by you remind me of someone.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, she's
Are
probably.
you always like that in most situations? 'Cause I know you mentioned you were shy. What makes
Yeah.
you shy?
I feel like I'm really shy when it comes to people I don't know. Like, I already kind of knew you a little bit, you know, but it's like if I absolutely don't know someone and it's like you're meeting me for the absolute first time, or if I'm in an environment where I'm not 100% comfortable, then I'm a little standoffish. And I feel like it takes people, or it takes, I don't know if it's people or if it's me, but I know that sometimes because I have this like outgoing personality, and it's like I know who I am, I know, like, you know, people get really intimidated by that, and so it takes them a little while to warm up to me.
Right.
And so because I've had those experiences where it's like, and they do warm up to me, like eventually it's like, oh yeah, like we're good friends, but they're like, yeah, when I first met you I thought you were such and such and such, you know. You always have those comments.
Yeah, the go-to.
Yeah, exactly. So I think because I have such a big personality, sometimes it intimidates people, and they're like, oh, like they shy away, and that because I've had so many of those encounters, I kind of shy away. And it's just like I'm very careful with who I show my personality to, and it's like little by little until I feel 100% comfortable with you. And then I'm loud and I'm annoying and in your face and whatever, but I feel like it definitely takes me a little while before you actually like know me and like know my mannerisms and my tendencies and stuff like that.
Are you more of a personality kind of girl, or are you more like about looks?
For myself?
Yeah.
That's a loaded question.
Oh. I was actually thinking about this today.
Question.
I don't know where I was, maybe on the plane or something. And I was like, if you would have asked me this before, I probably would have said looks. Because
Why?
I was just so focused on like what I looked like. And
As in, like, what did you want to look like? What kind of aesthetic? Or
I feel like I look
feel
nothing like I used to. Like as a kid, like a lot of my friends like look the same. My sister looks the same. Like I look so different. I just prioritize like my appearances. Like this is not like my natural hair texture, you know, like little things like that.
Texture?
Yeah.
What, do you have an afro?
No, not exactly an afro, but it curls.
Okay.
Like it curls down still, but it's just like so like shrinking, so it's super short. But I got it relaxed with keratin, so it's like this natural treatment. So it's not, this is straight because I just showered before coming here and everything, but it's like wavy now. So I just remember like growing up so insecure, and like because of that I just wanted to change my appearance so much. And there's only so much you can change without surgery, you know. Like I got braces, I did the hair thing, and it just comes with age too. Like you master like your makeup routine, and you know, like you find your style, and you find like what jewelry suits you and like what doesn't, you know, and like all that kind of stuff. But I definitely think before I was more focused on like what I looked like and how other people viewed me, and that I would base how I view myself off of how other people viewed me. But thinking now, I think that it's more personality, and I think that like my biggest asset is my personality. I think that growing up the way that I did, I thank God every day that my parents raised me the way that I did, because I see some people and I'm like, oh my goodness, like what went wrong? What went wrong? Like my parents taught me, and like when I was younger it sucked because I was like, oh, you guys are so strict, you never let me do anything, you know. But now it's like they taught me to be respectful, they taught me how to be well spoken, they taught me how to be confident, you know, they taught me how to be kind to others, and you know, like there's some things you can't learn. I don't think I'll ever be patient, ever. I just don't have patience. I such an intolerant human being. But like I just like, in terms of like my personality, I think I've done so much growth, especially over the last year. And like, even I'm a Christian, right? So even with like through God and just like exploring who I am as a person and learning more about myself, I value who I am as a person more than what I look like as a person, you know? And I also think that when you do like that inner glow up, you glow up on the outside, you know? Like, people can see the kind of energy that you give off, and people can see, okay, like, this is someone that I want to be around. And like, it's almost like a magnet. Like, people want to gravitate towards you because you're such a fun person or a nice person or down to earth, you know? And then even if you're not like the best physically looking, you know, like you become more physically appealing,
of course, yeah,
when you have that good energy, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you know?
Nah, it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
As you said, it's like a magnet. It's like a magnet, like a radiates.
Pole. Yeah.
Going back on the looks, do you think you can distinguish what actually made you want to change certain things? Was it like, I don't want to put words into your mouth, but I want to hear exactly where your mind was, but what exactly made you want to change certain things? Like your hair, going to the gym, all these things.
I think so. I honestly can't remember from when I was young. Like, I've always just not been okay with my hair. Like, I always just hated it.
Oh,
and
really?
Like, now, like, my sister rocks her curly hair, and I see people on TikTok and like on Instagram, like, wow, like, your hair looks so good. But I know that I just couldn't do it. Like, even now, I don't regret my decision. But since I was little, like, baby, from 4 years old until now, I just like, I've never liked my curly hair. And then when I was from grades 4 to 6, I was bullied, and part of it was because of my curly hair. And they would make comments and stuff, and that didn't make it any better. I already hated it. You know?
What kind of people were around you?
Like race?
It could be race, could be culture.
White people.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just white people, and like,
it just gives context to
for sure.
bullying.
For sure. And that's the other thing too. It's like, people just raise their kids differently, you know? And I feel like having ethnic parents, I can bully a kid. That would never fly, you know? But these parents didn't care. Like, my mom went and talked to the parents, and the parents, they didn't care. So nothing ever happened, you know? Yeah. So I feel like that was a big thing. And then after that, I don't remember where the change happened, but after that, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to change for me, you know? So I did my hair when I was 17, right before I turned 18, right when I graduated high school. And like I said, I would never go back. I would never change it. And then just little things, like if I like a piercing, like the amount of like comments that I've heard about my septum piercing, most people are like, oh, like, you look like a cow. Damn. Like a little pig.
I think the cow one, I hear it all the time.
All the time.
Yeah,
that and I love it. I love my septum piercing. Not the cow. I don't love looking like a cow.
You look like a cow. It's so crazy.
Right? It's mostly for my grandparents, but I love my septum piercing. Yeah. I think it's so cute. It's like,
can't you hide it too if you want?
I can't. I mean, like, I've tried. I probably could, but it's really hard because I have like such a small nose that I just can't. Or my mouth. I have a really small mouth, so like that was always an insecurity of mine, and I just thought like, it's just so small. Like, you can't really see my teeth, and like my lips are small. I just like, you know, I'm a very round face. Like, you know, like I could pick out a bunch of things, but honestly, like they don't upset me. Like, I'm okay. Yeah. Like, I don't mind. You know, at the end of the day, like, even with or without makeup, like, I'm happy with how I look, and like, I think just working on like I said, working on myself inwardly has kind of helped my confidence outwardly. And I think with the gym, I was always super petite. I was always the shortest person in the room, always. And I was a gymnast for 12 years. So I think the only like body issues I ever had was after I quit gymnastics. I was 16, and obviously when you're doing a sport, like, I had competed and stuff, and I trained hard, and when you're doing a sport like that, your body looks in shape, you know, like, you look like you're in shape. And then when you stop, it changes. Not that it's a bad change, right?
Yeah.
You just, obviously I'm not training 3 times a week.
You're not an athlete anymore.
You know, so I'm not going to have like the 8-pack anymore that I used to have, and like the shredded arms and the shredded legs. Like, I'm going to but it wasn't a bad change. It wasn't a good change. But But like to me at that age, I think like 16, right? So it's like right when puberty's hitting too. I was just like, I don't like the way I look. I'm getting so fat, and like I wasn't. Like it's ridiculous. Like looking back now, I'm like, what the heck was I thinking? I had no meat on my bones, you know? But back then I was just like, I need to get skinny, and you know? So when I first started working out, it was for the number on the scale. And now, like I said, I just want to be the strongest girl in the room. I want my biceps to be bigger than like my head, you know? I just want like horse legs, you know? I have no interest. I mean, having a nice appearance and like working on your outdoors appearance, it's good to do for yourself, you know? Like a good pamper day is nice once in a while, and like the gym is nice for aesthetic purposes too. And if I want to look a certain way, like yes, the gym can help, but I just want to be the strongest girl in the room. Yeah. That's what I do it for.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
How recently did you accept yourself? Technically.